Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Tonight I was going to watch The Conjuring 2. I already watched The Conjuring 1 yesterday. But I decided since a lot of people are subscribing to me because of some of my martial arts madness movie reviews, I decided, hey, let's check out another Shaw Brothers movie. And today we're reviewing The Battle Wizard, which is a 1977 martial arts Wuxia movie. It's an hour and 17 minutes, directed by, I don't know how to pronounce this thing, Hsueh Li Pao, who directed movies such as Oath of Death, Finger of Doom 1972, The Eight Escorts 1979, The Revenger, The Shadow Boxer 1974, and Kung Fu Emperor. The movie apparently is based off a Chin Young novel called The Demigods and Semi-Devils. I'll read the description at the back. Based on Chin Young's novel The Demigods and Semi-Devils, a brother Tin Yu who loves books and a sister Mu Wan Qing who loves swords must face the yellow-robed warrior, the red python, a sinuous snake charmer, and a silk masked beauty who must kill or wed the first man to see her face. That's his half-sister. What are they talking about? Before they can bring peace to their battle-addled family, Danny Lee, John Woo's The Killer, stars as Tian Yu, while the striking Tian Ni plays Mu Wan Qing in this familial fight fest, choreographed by Tang Chia and Yang Pei Chi, and directed by Pao Hsueh Li, trusted co-director for several of Chiang Chia's most memorable productions, including The Water Margin. That's based off the book that inspired the Suikoden games, by the way, the RPG games. The Battle Wizard is a kung fu action pure entertainment. So, this movie I actually saw like a long time ago. Djibouti, who are these streamers on Twitch, and they have a YouTube channel, did commentary for this movie. And the movie, it starts off with this guy who is the Emperor's brother banging this guy's wife. The dude catches him, tries to kill him, but the Emperor's brother knows the martial art of shooting lasers from his hands. So this movie has like a Star Wars feel to it, and shoots both the legs off the husband. After that, he goes to the dude's wife and tells her, "I can't marry you. You're just a mistress. I'm getting married to this woman here," and she shows up, right? And after that, we time skip to the present. 20 years later, the legless man is now a battle wizard and has this ogre-looking dude as his henchman, who kind of looks like a kappa. If you know Japanese folklore, they're like these water goblins, and he has a very hard head, and he has like this like mace-like weapon that looks like a scorpion stinger, but he can shoots out with a chain. And he can use it like a mace, and it's pretty cool. And his head is so hard it can break weapons. So like he tells his ogre like henchman to go out and kill the son of the Emperor's brother who crippled him, right? So the Emperor's brother is chastising his son, who is a pacifist. He doesn't want to learn kung fu, and tells him, "You can't govern if you don't know how to fight." So after that, being scolded by his father, he leaves the palace to find out, can a man really go through life without fighting. and meets up with this woman who's covered in snakes who knows kung fu. Beats the snakes. She slaps the shit out of him for beating her snakes, and he's like, "Why did you hit me? I was trying to save you." It's like, she's like, "Those are my friends. A man can't be friends with snakes." They go back and forth. After arguing for a while, she decides, let me be your girlfriend and I'll teach you kung fu." And he's like, "Okay, that's fine." She tries to teach him kung fu by beating the shit out of him, and he's like, I can't learn kung fu. I quit." She's like, "No, you can learn kung fu without practicing if you drink the blood of this red python snake." So they go looking for this snake, end up battling bandits. The bandits captures both of them. Where there's a scene where like she shoots like this gold snake into this dude's body, and friends hey, if you don't let my friend go, the snakes in your body will kill you if I whisper. So they let the guy go, and he meets up with his half sister, but he doesn't know he's her. Sorry, he doesn't know that's his half sister, who was being trained by the one guy's mistress to hate men and become like this badass swordsman. Even though she doesn't really use a sword, she uses like this bone that shoots out knives, and it looks like lasers. But then you'll see like a knife at the end. So it's like a lot of like rotoscoping special effects in this movie. Which, if people don't know what rotoscoping is, it's basically well, it's not. I don't know if it's rotoscoping. Basically, to make like lasers and stuff back in the 70s when they didn't have CGI, they would draw on the frames and like animate it, right? So it's kind of like rotoscoping. She's friends with the snake lady. They go and rescue her. Turns out the what's her name? It's hard to remember like all these. What was her name again? Let me double check. Is it whatever? We'll call her the Silk Mask Beauty. She made an oath where she can't take her mask off unless it like she can only take her mask off to a man like who she's either going to marry or kill, right? And she decides to marry her half brother, and he takes her to like to the kingdom, and it's revealed to him and her both that like they're brother and sister, and then she tries to kill the emperor's brother's family because you know of what happened like 20 years ago. After that, the battle wizard finds out that they're all together, and decides to attack the palace. Kidnaps both the Silk Mask Beauty and the son, who, by the way, at some point I forgot to mention he drank the red python's blood, and now is invulnerable, right? But they get kidnapped. They get thrown in the pit where they fight a gorilla, and on the top of the pit, the battle wizard sets up an ambush for the emperor's brother and the emperor, where they fight both the ogre dude and the battle wizard, and it just turns into fucking laser battles, kung fu laser battles. And the battle wizard guy can also do lasers and can breathe fire. And I forgot to mention, he has fake legs now that look like steel crow feet that can extend and like fuck people up basically. So like while Danny Lee's character is fighting the gorilla, he eats this magic poison toad that also gives him even more superpowers. He kills the gorilla, busts out there, and fights the battle wizard with the help of his father and uncle. And he now can shoot lasers, but his lasers look very similar to the Specium Ray from Ultraman. And obviously, all the good guys killed the bad guys, and but his half sister dies unfortunately, and he decides to marry go back to go back to the snake lady, and they ride horses off into the sunset, and the movie ends. So what I really enjoyed about the movie is that it's it has that Star Wars feel with the lasers and the fantasy elements, right? And I kind of like the cowardly like hero characters who once he cheats his way into learning kung fu, immediately like drops his pacifist ways, where he tries to talk his way out of trouble. So I thought that was pretty funny. The whole incest subplot and the whole like villain's motivation for revenge, I thought was very interesting. It's the thing where like the movie makes you root for the villain, because like the dude was like got cucked by a guy, and the guy had the nerve to fucking shoot his legs off with fucking lasers for the crime of him getting mad at being cuckolded. The dude was cucking him, and he shoots his fucking legs off. When the guy probably could have mentioned, "Hey, you can't kill me. I'm the Emperor's brother. You can't, you know." I'm sure that there were laws you can't like kill royalty back then. Fucking else. But like, no, he chooses to shoot the guy's legs off with fucking lasers. It's funny because like at first he just wounds his like legs, but like the dude like on his injured legs jumps onto the top of the wall, and then his legs just fall off. I thought that was funny. Yeah, lots of gore in this movie, by the way. Lots of 70s like red paint gore in this movie, which I used to hate the red paint gore in these 70s like kung fu movies, but like I don't know, it's very comical to me, right? Also, I watched the English dub, which this movie, which I bought, that was part of the four Shaw Brothers movie collection, also comes with English dub, and the English dub was pretty funny as well, kind of really hilarious. Yeah, so I'm giving the movie a 7 out of 10. If you're a fan of Shaw Brothers films, check this movie out. And if you're like one of those people who are like, it's so good it's bad, there's some like laughable shit in this movie. Though I thought the movie was good. Right? Alright, peace.